Hello, hello, my green skins. And today we are going to be talking about X-Men 97. Another quick review. We'll be doing episode 1 and episode 2. And I have with me today Dark Prince Alibaba, or the man formerly known as Dark Prince Alibaba. I don't know what he's referring to himself now.
Hello.
So, what's your little thoughts on it? Without going too, we'll go into the story a little bit, but we don't want to spoil anybody because this is a brand spanking new show. What's your
Well,
thoughts so far?
speaking as someone who hasn't read the comics, so I don't know how much of the lore is being utilized or not utilized, but there were some ideas that I did like. But overall, I think the story, on face value, if one was to explain it to me, oh, this is about this, and that. I'm assuming this is a spoiler-free review, short review.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so you'd think
Of
that,
episode
oh,
one.
yeah, you'd think, okay, this sounds good. This could actually, I could picture all this happening. But I think the main thing people would be interested to hear about is the execution.
And that's where it becomes a problem, I think, for both of us here, eh? The execution, as a guy who has read the comics, this is a lot of this is rushed and could have been an entire story arc. This could have been entire season one. Everyone knows Magneto from the trailers. Magneto is a part of the X-Men in this segment. And this is like doing a couple big story arcs, but it's like fuck me, like that's the entire thing. So what did you think of the animation? This is where we're going to be very divided.
I am. Well, I have to keep something in mind. The original series didn't have that great animation. There were some timing issues, and let's
Yeah,
be
there were
honest,
screen in, screen outs. Characters would appear and disappear.
yeah, it was ACOM Productions. They made the worst episodes of G1 Transformers. I don't know how
Hmm.
they stayed in business for so long, and they're still going. But
Hmm.
when you look at their earliest works, they are. I'd be embarrassed to have those
Hmm.
things under my name. Um, so those Korean
Yeah.
animated episodes of Transformers are, for me, unwatchable. But no, the animation for this one, it's like I am not impressed at all. It's very choppy. It's very um like the frame rate. Where's the frame rate? It's so. I mean, people say
Yeah.
anime is limited animation. This is more limited than any anime I've seen.
I would say anime has improved significantly compared to this. Like this is I okay, here's my fucking big 2 cents on this. Um some character designs are done really well and they can actually have some energy. I hate to say it, Gambit, they improved Gambit, they improved all the main like they do look better in some ways. Then you get to Magneto and Jubilee and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, like what's with Magneto and his red girly lips?
Yeah, like, and the weird thing is when I watched it all the way through. Like, I sat down, took notes, and what the fuck? Like, it's trying something, and it looks good in some ways, and
Look,
I
I don't want to get
in
political,
other ways,
but I will
well,
just say
there's nothing that that it's weird, like as the animation. So, what political did you don't want to get?
I don't want to get political, but I will make this one observation. Have you noticed that the anti mutant people in the show look like GI Joe characters?
Well, that's a Brotherhood of Humanity. Yeah, that's like basically how they operate. They operate like a military force.
No, no,
They
no, no.
portrayed
Look at
themselves as
no.
militias.
When you look at the
Yes,
way
the
they're
founders
drawn,
of the
they look like
yes, the
GI Joe. It's
founder
like they
yes, founders of humanity. That's how they were drawn. like like they all look like redneck. They all look like redneck rampagers, as best way my friend would put it. You know, because they all had this malicious style. They all had They all had the militia hats with the founders of humanity on their shirts, on their devices. They and not all of them look like it, but a lot of them do. Rogue's hairstyle doesn't bug me too much, but it was
It's a
it's like
simplified
they
version of
missed.
the old style. It's like they took some, they
Yeah,
simplified some things here and there.
they really did, and like her long white hair worked with that costume. I don't know if they're going to go back to the old grunge. She's going to have the grunge style in later episodes. But for episode 1, what are you thinking? You thinking it's good? You thinking, what's your thoughts? And then we'll
I'm
get to
thinking
episode 2.
overall, I'm thinking I'm interested enough to keep giving it another try, but I feel like somewhere along the line I'm gonna be disappointed, and I have my guard up. Basically, I'm not expecting greatness, but I'm not. Yeah,
I'm hoping for the best. Again, same issues I'm having as the animation issues. And it works and it doesn't. That's the sad thing. And I'm really kind of Okay, yeah, that's how I feel. So that's our one thing for episode 1. We're gonna jump into episode 2 and do a little short there, and then we'll hopefully next you get to find out what happens next time on X-Men
previously
97.
on X-Men.